ওই যে ক্লাসটা কেমন হচ্ছে দেখ, কোটিং কোটিং হচ্ছে। আচ্ছা ভাই, তাহলে আমি মোটামুটি একটা জায়গা অবধি দাঁড় করাতে পেরেছি। Okay, now I'm opening another program. It has been there. I'm opening another program from তোমরা কিন্তু কিছু বুঝতে পারবে না পরের দিন ক্লাস যদি এটা না দেখে আসো করে রাখো, পড়ে আসতে হবে কিন্তু খুব পড়াশোনা করতে হবে, পরিশ্রম করো, খুব পরিশ্রম করো, এখন তো পরিশ্রম করার সময়। এই সময় ওকে নাও POINTER পয়েন্টার 3.c. Okay, now in this very program I shall request you to see only the part which is above this slide. Okay, in the next session I'll be discussing the rest part. So look up to this one. Fine. Now what we are doing, A and B are two integer type of variables. It has been initialized with 100 and it has been initialized with 200. You are printing the addresses of A and address of B, and accordingly you are printing them. You are printing the value in A and value in B, accordingly they would get printed. Now you are just calling a function called update CV. The full form of CV is called by value. Here you are passing A and B. Okay, now so what is the function? The function is here. The function is there. So A will be assigned to X and B will be assigned to Y. You are printing the addresses of X and Y. You are printing the corresponding values, and obviously the values which were in A and B would get printed here. You are updating the values. Let me check it out. Yeah. Now this X and Y are getting printed after being updated. Initially দেখো না ভ্যালুটা কত ছিল? Fine, good. So 100, 200, and it has become 111, 222. So it would get printed. So here up to this one, up to this part, no ambiguity. But main question is that after returning back, what should I get? Should I get 100, 200 the old values, or should I get 111 and 222 as updated values? So this is the main issue here. I'm executing this one. Don't look beyond this line. So this A and B, they are having their addresses. A is having value this, B is having value this. X and Y are local within that call by CV, that very function. They are local variables, so they are having different memory space allocations. This value of A has been assigned to X, value of B has been assigned to Y. It has got updated, but after returning back I'm getting old unupdated values. Why? একটা ছেলে বাড়িতে এসে চাবি খুঁজছে, বলে কিরে কি হয়েছে, বলে সাইকেলের চাবি হারিয়ে গেছে, ঘরে খুঁজছি। বলে কোথায় পড়েছে, কোথায় চাবিটা কোথায় পড়েছে? বলে রাস্তা করে ঘরে খুঁজছিস কেন? বলে ঘরে আলো আছে। না, ঘরে আলো আছে। Is it possible? চাবি পড়েছে রাস্তায়, he is searching for the key at home because light is there. আপডেশন হয়েছে কোথায়? কোন অ্যাড্রেস আপডেশন হয়েছে ভাই? কোথায় খুঁজছো তুমি ভ্যালুটা? How can you get that from? A and B are local within when X and Y are local within update CV. So after updating the value, after updating in X and Y, how can you get the reflection on A and B? How can you? Okay. Next time, address of A and address of B, they have been printed. A and B, they have been printed. You are passing the references of A and references of B. So this is my call by reference, RF. So when you are passing addresses of A and B, so that should be assigned to a pointer type of variable. So address of A has been assigned to X. Content of that address is of integer type. Address of B has been assigned to Y. Content of the address must be of integer type. So now you are printing the addresses of X and Y. You are printing the content addresses of X and Y. Obviously they would print address of A and addresses of B. Address of A and address of B. You are printing its content. So A's content 100, B's content 200 would get printed. You are updating at that very location. Updated contents are getting printed. After returning back, should I get the old unupdated 100, 200 or updated 7778888? Let me execute my program. Address of A, address of B, content of A, content of B, address of X, address of Y, because they are local, but they are containing addresses of A and B. So its content doing updation at that location. After returning back, I'm getting it. One day in the morning session, I was at the College Street Market. I had to purchase a book which is thick enough, mota boi, thick enough. Okay, so I got one of my students there at College Street Market. I gave him my flat's key, his address. I gave him my flat's key, and I requested him to put the book in my flat, so that after returning back to home at night I can read it. The main limitation of function is that a function can return a single value at a time. You cannot write int comma character comma float comma my function. You cannot write. Only a function can return a single value at a time. This is the main limitation